Hello and welcome. Today, I want to introduce you to a really important way of understanding your body, the energy of your body from a yogic perspective. And the reason this is important is because when we're moving through a yoga posture or using meditation or breath work, behind the scenes, what we're really doing is tuning into our energy systems. And that's what makes yoga meditation so very effective, is that we are able to tap into these other layers and aspects of who we are. And that's the real powerful part, I think, is knowing that we're not just these physical forms, but actually we have a spiritual side, we have an energetic side, a mental, emotional side. And so all of these layers of who we are as human beings come into fruition as we go through a yogic practice. And so understanding the baseline behind it really allows us to have a better understanding of how, first of all, how vast we are as humans, how vast the science of yoga is, and the small little things, small little shifts that we can bring into our awareness that really help us to understand how to self-regulate. And so from that perspective, I want to introduce you to the chakras. Let's do this. And if you stay on till the end, we'll have a meditation that's going to help to activate all the chakras. So I want to give you some of the theory first, and then to help us connect to that theory using a meditation. It's called the 7-Wave Satnam Meditation, and that's going to track through all the chakras. So please feel free to take notes. And as we're moving through this guided visualization right here in the front, get a sense of each body part and where all the colors and aspects are lying. Okay, so first things first, bring your feet down onto the ground, close your eyes. If you're sitting on the ground, then you're already sitting grounded, and that's perfect. Gently close your eyes, take a deep inhale, and on your exhalation, start to gently close your eyes. Feel as though you're creating a cocoon of energy around yourself. So as you close your eyes, you're building a little fortress, a fortress of your energy. So we're preventing any energy from escaping by closing our eyes, and we're containing all of that energy inwards. So from here, bring the focus of your attention to this rainbow inside of us. So moving from, first of all, the color red all the way up to the color purple, we're going to go through that one aspect of it at a time. So as you sit with your eyes closed, see, sense, feel, or imagine the color red at the base of your spine, and just give a little tiny contraction. Pull your muscles there just so you can feel it. Imagine the color red. Good. And now as you release that small little contraction, inhale deeply and bring your awareness to the area around your hips, your sexual organs, and give that area a little squeeze. The color is orange. And release. Inhale very deeply and focus on the area around your navel center, your belly button, and see, sense, feel, or imagine the color yellow. Excellent. Release. And then bring your inhale, and then bring your awareness to the area just around the center of your chest. This is your energetic heart. Your energetic heart, the color is air. Sense into that area. Release the breath. Do a little contraction as you release. Good. And then inhale and squeeze the area around your throat. Imagine the color blue. And release. Release now. A little squeeze to that area. And then inhale and squeeze, tense the area just around your third eye. Imagine the color electric blue. Your third eye. And then make your way up a little bit higher and float your awareness just above your head. This is the crown chakra. The color is purple. And there you go. That's the connection to the divine. And now squeeze the top of your head and exhale, release, let it go. Good. Now, one more. In Kundalini Yoga, we identify and relate to 8 chakras. And this 8th chakra is your aura, 9 feet in all directions. So for this moment now, think about the space all around you, 9 feet in all directions. And this is your electromagnetic field. Fill that space with white light and feel as though you have protection around you, your force field. Good. And release. Close your eyes now and just sit for a moment. And as I go through this presentation, you just keep your eyes closed if you feel that that's a good way to hold your energy, is that we're starting from this idea and this concept of wholeness. So there's nothing broken, nothing needs to be fixed. You are beautiful, whole, complete, just as you are. And the idea and the intention of this presentation is to really give you a sense of expansion around who you are and how you are in this world, a connection to your body, your inner energy sources, and how that connects to the energy that surrounds you and the energy of source, the energy of divine intelligence. Because we know that life, all of life is sacred, and our lives are sacred at the same time. So the word chakra in Sanskrit means wheel. It's a spinning vortex of energy. And we have 8 energy centers along the body. We've just walked through a few of them, and they're all lined up along the spine. So those ancient yogis knew that the spinal system, the energy of the spine, not only on a physical level does it hold our nervous system, but there are also energy systems that are also embedded there. We can't see them, we can't touch them, but we can certainly influence that with our thought, with our breath, and with our understanding that, yes, they exist. In each of the chakras, there is a talent, a color, a shadow side, and an element. So if you find that as you walk through life, certain themes are popping up, this is one way that you can discern, oh, is that my root chakra trying to let me know that I'm not very grounded? And then we can do some grounding practices to feel that. That was just an example, by the way. So the opportunities here are to understand that we are as much energetic being as physical. We're always in motion. This is not a goal to balance all the chakras all the time, but rather to know when we might need a little zhuzh. That's a technical term, zhuzh. It means how do we bring everything back into balance? So we're going to use these concepts as guidelines. Trust your intuition here as I go through this presentation. Some of it may resonate, some of it may not. That's okay. There's no wrong answers. This is really an exploration, and for some of you, this might be new information. So all the love for your learning now. The first place that we explored, and you can close your eyes now and imagine and squeeze that area, is that root chakra at the base of your spine. And the area at the base of your spine is about connection to the earth, connection to your community, connection to the earth itself, and how you feel rooted, grounded, and stable in this life. And so some of those elements are your home, some of those elements are your finances, and your connection to the people around you. So just hold that intention and ask yourself, and these are provocative questions, do I feel safe? Now, this is for you to answer. You can journal this as well. Am I in my body? Am I actually here inside this space? And are my needs being met? What we're doing here is healing the wound of mistrust. So anytime that trust has been an issue for us as children or in a relationship or in our relationship to the world, here is how we start to heal that wound, is to bring attention to that area and to affirm, I have the right to be here. So now with your eyes closed, imagine that color red See if you can make it a little brighter, a little deeper, a little more powerful. And think about the things in your life that stimulate and remind us of the color red. Maybe it's a piece of jewelry, garnets or rubies. Maybe it's the smell of cinnamon or the element of earth itself. And these are all aspects that you can go and connect with very easily in order to feel more rooted, more grounded. In my younger days as a yogi, I would always wear garnets. I found them very grounding, very stabilizing. I would boil cinnamon on the stove, and all of these things would help me feel grounded and stable. So I invite you to think about where you can bring in the color red, even just by wearing the color red and having that reminder, yes, I'm here, I'm stable. Good. Now we're just going to release that idea and that notion and take a big breath. I must have been holding my breath. And move now into the area just around your hips. Here, the color is orange. And as you see, sense, feel, or imagine the color orange, tap into your sexuality, tap into your intimate relationships, tap into your connection with your creativity. And that's the energy that comes from the second chakra, sacral chakra. Here, we're asking the question, how do I feel? It's allowing us to make a connection between our emotions and our body and the energy that's flowing through us. So that's the self-inquiry. How do I feel? You can journal that. Here, we're healing the wound of guilt. So anytime that we've maybe said no and felt guilty as a result, we can heal that wound by going in and focusing here on the second chakra. You have the right to feel. And the remedy for this could be tapping into the color orange, wearing orange, smelling the smell of orange, eating oranges. These are very simple ideas. The smell of bergamot, for example, and really engaging with the element of water. This is also associated with the second chakra. And so this is, for some of us, walking on the beach is very healing. Taking hot baths is very healing. Being in the shower and making that a meditative experience. All these ways of inviting flow into our lives is a way of activating that second chakra. Okay, take a deep inhale. Hold the breath for just a moment. Squeeze, tense, and hold that area just around your hips, your sexual organs. And exhale, release, let it go. I'm also going to release my shoulders. I feel like when I present, oftentimes they're tensing, so you can take that moment as well. We'll take a moment now and move up to the navel chakra. This is in the center of your body. This is considered the top of the triangle. If you think about the chakras as a lower triangle, which is the root, the sacral, and the navel chakra, and then taking that same shape and moving it upwards, we move into the upwards chakras. So the navel is the basis point for that top. Okay, so that's the tip. Here we're focusing on, so you can bring awareness to that area, see, sense, feel, or imagine the color yellow, bright, vivid yellow, element of fire, and know that this is the energy that people perceive from you. And as you tune into that area and you walk with that awareness, oh yeah, this is the energy that people are sensing off of me, then we can take a look at some of the aspects here. And this is oftentimes where we hold control, we project control. So the question to ask yourself, to journal, is how can I release control? How can I let go, surrender, allow everything to be without gripping on really tightly and being very focused on a particular outcome, not just what's highest and best for all, which is the way the world operates, but sometimes we get really fixated and she should have talked to me like this, and they should never have done that, or he's done wrong over here. And then we make ourselves miserable by expecting behavior that may not be coming our way and may never come our way. And so the idea here is to use the energy of the navel chakra to release control, to know that we are here taking care of ourselves. And here we heal the wound of shame. And oftentimes it's wanting to keep away shame that really forces us into a place of control. If I can only control how they respond to me, I can diminish my feeling of shame if I don't get what I want. Or what does it reveal about me if I don't get what I want? And oftentimes that's a feeling that doesn't feel very good. And so we try to keep it away. So as you tune into the energy of your navel center, you can do lots of things here, including affirming, I have the right to act, and energizing those areas. Breath of fire is really a powerful way to move the energy of the navel center, doing any kind of abdominal work, walking, energizing this area, lighting a ceremonial candle, knowing that that flame is meant to inspire you. This is the energy that you have in your body. And then looking around for ways to energize through your visuals. So that could be looking at the color yellow. This could be smelling the smell of lemon, or eating a lemon, or squeezing lemon over something, and bringing that healing aspect into your life. And we're doing it intentionally. I'm doing this in order to fuel my fire so that I can accept people's responses as just being about them, not about me. And that's just a more graceful way to be in this world. Okay, so take a deep inhale now. See if that color has enriched, enlarged, gotten brighter, gotten warmer just by talking about it. Okay, so that lower triangle we just mentioned, most of us kind of operate here. This is day-to-day survival. This is kind of like getting up, I'm eating, I am doing the things, I'm sleeping, and I'm getting up and doing it all again. This is the habits that form in this lower triangle. And the idea in all yoga practices is that we want to take that idea of survival and start to elevate our consciousness. So can I work through my stress responses? Can I work through my emotions and my feelings so that I can have a greater awareness about what's going on around me? There's the cat supervising this session. So the way to do that now is to focus on the upper triangle. And that upper triangle is what we're going to walk through now. And that starts with the heart center. So close your eyes now and imagine the space at your heart. And here at your heart, see, sense, feel, or imagine the color green, the element of air, and the feeling of love and compassion. Can I operate through love instead of fear? And from this place of love, can I see that all is perfect and whole and complete? And here's a journaling prompt. How do I perceive myself? How do I perceive others? Can it be through the lens of love? Can I allow all to just be and accept that what is perfect and whole and complete, just like I am? No fault, no flaws, no mistakes, no accidents. And that's where that generous spirit comes from. And oftentimes when we feel sensation in the heart, there is a wound of grief, an intimate sadness about how things have transpired, or what we could have done differently, or how might things have shifted had I only done this. And those are hard feelings to carry. And so as you bring your hands over your heart, as you breathe into your heart space, affirm for yourself, I have the right to love and be loved. And you also have the choice to be around people who feel nurturing and supporting. And you have the right to nurture and support and to be that person who people treat with respect. And that's really, really important. As much as our yoga practice is about breath work and movement and meditation, it's also how we operate in the world. In fact, I would say that's even more important. The asanas are, and the breath and the meditation is a gateway to open up new behaviors, to open up new lines of thinking. And really that comes from this space here. So how do we energize here? Breathing deeply, just as we're doing now, physically bringing our hands over the heart space. This is very nurturing and very loving. You can do this while you're in conversation with somebody, while you're watching TV, while you're singing. Singing is a great way to open the throat and the heart, and a very powerful way to bring more air and more energy into this space. Good. You can think about, what can I eat that's green? Is it green mango? Is it a green apple? Is it a green pear? And of course, this is a very simple way to think about, how do I use color to stimulate? I can wear a green shirt, I can be around my plants, I can be outside in nature. All of those are really powerful ways. So simple, almost too simple to believe, but it is true. Okay, so one more breath right here. And exhale. Good. We're moving here now to the throat chakra. I personally get lots of coughs, lots of clearing of the throat, lots of mucus, and it's a little telltale sign. It's always, to me, a time to check in. Am I telling my truth? Am I speaking with love and compassion? Is that energy flowing, the love and compassion I have inside of myself, is it flowing in my words? Am I staying silent instead of speaking the truth of what needs to be said in that moment? Whether it's going to be well received or not, can I speak with that? And of course, that's the question I check in with myself. Am I saying everything that needs to be said? And when I do, this cough diminishes. In fact, it disappears. And when I don't, there it pops up again. So it's kind of like my own little barometer for, how's the energy in my body? Just want to give you a clue, because sometimes you'll notice that it's not necessarily a color or behavior, but there's a pain in those areas of your body where you feel a little blocked or a little unbalanced, and where we can bring balance back in. So we affirm here, I have the right to speak the truth. Whether people like it or not my responsibility. If it may feel like it, but remember, the lower chakras are about releasing control. It is about claiming our love for ourselves as much as it is for anyone else. Here, we're healing the wound of falsehood. That includes playing small, that includes staying silent, that includes not speaking the truth. And so the remedy here is also similar to the heart. It's speaking, it's using your voice, it's taking opportunities to present information, just like I'm doing here for you now, and to really exercise the ability to speak and to sing and to get energy moving upwards. You can also do a throat massage. You can also take turmeric and honey. Those are ways to calm and to soothe this area. And also to think about, where are the places in my life where I need to speak the truth, and to do just that. The color here is blue. So as you close your eyes and you think about that space, you can bring your hands through your heart's ear, through your throat chakra, and just for a moment, tune in. Today, I will speak the truth. Today, I will be silent less. Maybe that's what you need. Okay. Think about ways to bring in blue. This could be aquamarine. This could be sapphire. This could be a blue scarf. This could be a blue jacket. A way to bring in that color to affirm, yes, today is the day for truth. Take a deep inhale now. And exhale. Let go. And now let's move into the area just around the center of your forehead. This is your third eye chakra, also called brow point. In Sanskrit, it's called the Ajna center. And this is about feeling, sensing into our intuition. So as you close your eyes now, see, sense, feel, or imagine color indigo, bright blue. Good, excellent. Here we heal the wound of illusion. What is it that I'm unwilling to see? What is it? What images are being presented to me that are not quite accurate, that aren't the full truth? And to affirm for yourself, I have the right to see. And here is a journaling prompt. How do I see myself? And how is this reflected back to me? Oftentimes when people are disrespectful, there's some little clue that maybe we're not being so disrespectful to ourselves. It's a harsh truth. It's not a comfortable truth, but also it is a truth. We teach people how to be with us. We teach them how to be around us. And so as we walk through this world, knowing that and understanding that, using our intuition to guide us is such a powerful tool. This is the energy of your body. This is what the ancient yogis wanted us to know. It's not just what we see, but what we affirm, what we believe, what we know about ourselves. The remedy here is any kind of breath work where we focus then on the third eye. So it could be a quiet moment of meditation where we roll the eyes upwards and look towards the brow point. It can be a headdress. It can be a little bit of focus around the eyes. It could be doing a forehead massage, which I'm doing right now, allowing a little bit of that tension to release and to find a way to connect with that energy. Even though we can't touch it, it's not really tangible to us, we can do the same by stimulating that area, being aware. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Bring your awareness now up to the top of your head, the crown chakra. And here, see, sense, feel, or imagine the color purple. Like you were wearing a crown, your connection to the divine, your connection to all that is, to the universe, your spiritual connection to divine intelligence, to God, to the universe, whatever words that you like to use to describe that higher power. And ask yourself, how does my belief shape my worldview? Is the world a scary, dangerous place? And that will inform what comes towards us. Is the world a place of learning and of knowledge and experience and exploration? And that will be what it is. Is the world a place of love and connection? That's what it is. And so our perceptions really shape how we operate in the world. Here we're healing the wound of attachment. How do we connect to the things around us? How do we relate to the universe? How do we relate to God? This is an attachment. And we can affirm, I have the right to know. I have the right to know, and I can sit down and divine the truth for myself. And the remedies here are meditation. The remedies here are seeking the truth, seeking higher knowledge, studying, being aware of yourself as an energetic being, going beyond the physical and thinking about what is spiritual, what is immaterial, what is coming into being, all these very powerful ways of connecting. Inhale very deeply. See, sense, feel, or imagine that color purple. Squeeze the top of your head and exhale and let it go. The final chakra now is the 8th chakra. Remember that space all around you. So 9 feet in all directions. Imagine that space. Fill it full of white light. That's often why you'll see me here on video wearing white, is that that's a way to expand the aura. That's a way to expand protection, connection, vibratory frequency. Your aura is full of your thoughts, your feelings. And so when you go out into the world and you feel safe and protected, I am surrounded by this white light, then the negativity stays away. And when that aura is permeable, has holes in it, or hasn't been thought out or not been considered, it's very easy for negative energy to flow our way, for people to blame us for things that we're not really responsible for. And somehow we feel the need to take responsibility for stuff that's not ours. So the question you can ask yourself is, how do I protect myself? What are the methods and techniques that I can use right here and right now? Boom, to create that field of protection. Now, remember, your aura, not only does it protect, but it also attracts. And so when you wake up and you're full of excitement and pleasure and joy and determination and commitment and all the things, also that comes to you, it mirrors back to you. And so what happens in your to you, to us as humans, happens in our aura first. And you've had this experience when you go out into public and there's some people that you feel very attracted to. Oh, something about them, I want to go talk to them, or I feel my eyes are drawn to that in that direction. And conversely, there's certain people we look at and we're like, oh, no thanks. I'm just going to stay over here and let them be over there, because there's something about their energy that is repelling or not quite attracting. So remember that you have that power within you. And here we're healing the wounds of connection. Are we too open? Are we availing ourselves to everybody else? Or are we connected to ourselves and what our own needs are? So that's what we're healing as we study and understand this aspect of ourselves. And you can affirm, I have the right to prepare. Amazing concept. We don't just, lock the door and head out. We can actually take a moment and say, what would I want out of this experience? Where am I going and what do I want there? I'm going grocery shopping, but yes, I also want politeness as I go. I also want to make good eye contact with people, or I don't want anyone to look at me. And all of those are in your asking. You have the right to prepare. Everything that we've done right now, which is to imagine that space, wear white, think about how do we prepare for going out into public or being on camera or being in groups. How do we do that? We set our intention, and that's the remedy. Singing is really good. Meditation is really good. Singing and meditation are good all the time. Breathing is good. Moving is good. All those things are good for your chakras. And that's why it's not one specific thing, but all the things that you do to really take care of your energy. You can feel into the colors. You can use your 5 senses. And remember that everything is temporary. So if you encounter a little block, a little noticing, and it bothers you and you make that adjustment, just remember it's temporary. Not going to last forever. It's something to take care of and get on with your day. So I promised you a meditation. And so here is the meditation. It's called a 7-wave Satnam meditation. What we're going to do here is use sound to weave ourselves all the way through this particular understanding of the chakras. And so the sound sa nam. Okay, so we're going to start at the root chakra and use that sound and move it through the red, the orange, the yellow, the green, the blue, the indigo, the purple. And then when we get here to the top of the head, we're going to use the mantra Nam. Okay, so we're just going to do a few rounds. 5 rounds will do, a very powerful and potent way to attune all the chakras. And thank you for reminding me. Here, let's go. Press the palms together. And just for a moment, run through all of the chakras. See, sense, feel all the chakras. Inhale and squeeze the root, the 2nd chakra, 3rd chakra, the heart, the throat, the 3rd eye. Just energize all of it and exhale now, let it go. And now we begin with sound. We're going to do 5 repetitions. Press the palms together, lift the elbows slightly, shoulders are relaxed, chin is tucked in. And I'm going to start, and please join me where you can. Sa nam sa nam sa nam sa nam sa nam. Take a moment and let that energy flow. Notice which colors might have lit up while you were chanting that mantra. The mantra Satnam means truth is my name. Truth is, there is only one. I hope you enjoyed today's presentation. This is called Wholeness, a Journey Through the Chakras, a really powerful way to understand yourself. This is part of the content that I present to all of my Kundalini yoga teachers in training. It's part of our 12-month journey of understanding the subtle bodies. Along with the chakras come mantra, sound, frequency, as well as this understanding of us being energetic bodies, energetic beings. And that's also part of numerology. All of that is part of the Kundalini Yoga Teacher training. So if you want to get involved in that, take a look at the links in my bio. That's a great way to stay in touch. That's a great way to drop me a line and book your discovery call. I'd love to meet you and welcome you into that program. Lots of love. My name is Salimah, yoga therapist. Until next time, see you soon.